You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. It fits perfectly. This amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a baby troll and a hermit or dervish. It fits the description of a domovoi, except that it's totally dried out and unmoving.
Very wet be I, very wet and very alive. Glad am I to be alive, happy thanks I give you. Careful you should be here, dangerous berry it is. Feed the guard or destroy it to find the secret passage down.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the hectopus can react. A shiver of cold comes over you. You sense no danger, but even so, you find yourself afraid.
There is one for whom I weep. She lies in her watery grave, her heart broken by a lover untrue. Speak with the gypsies on how to free her spirit. Free the Rusalka and heal her sorrow.
The massive gate to this town is securely barred to protect it from things that go bump in the night. You cannot leave the town this way. You feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere. The wraith vanishes into nothingness, and the air slowly begins to regain some warmth. The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive, or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers less fortunate than you. You find a suit of plate mail armor, a pearl-encrusted goblet, and 25 gold crowns. You float gently in this ocean of harmony. You remember the happiness of being here before this. Now there is greater joy. You are not alone. You are filled with the warmth of friendship. You share your hopes, your dreams, all the best moments of your life, knowing that here is someone who understands and cares about you. You reach out to touch your friend, but there is no one there. You are all alone. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. You wake in a cold sweat. You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you. As you repeat the magic phrase you learned from the Lishi, the bushes on the west spring apart as if by magic. Oh, that's right, it is magic! Every sense tingles with the feeling of danger. The eye sockets of the skulls glow with deadly energy. Even the hut looks hungry.
So, did you get it? Show me. I won't let you in without it.
You put the bones into the huge mortar. Now what? You work the pestle back and forth in the mortar. It's hard work, but after a while you manage to grind the bones into a fine bone meal with almost the consistency of flour. You fill the flask with powdery bone meal from the mortar.
Looking good. Now show it to the head skull over there and get out of the way fast if you don't want to add rump roast to the Baba's menu for the night.
The skulls appear to have stopped flashing their lasers. You pick up the pie. It's been cooked to a delicate golden brown.
Hey, bird legs! Squat!
You feel a sense of menace and the sensation of being watched. You quickly step out from under the trap. A moment later, you hear the voice of Baba Yaga.
Not very trusting, is he, kids? Good. It's not like I trust him. Floor, quick! Make him stick!
You find your shoes stuck to the floor.
Spirits of the swamp and mire, aid me in what I desire. Creatures of the mist, beings of the fog, turn this human into a cute hedgehog. I have a sudden craving for a tiggly wiggly, perhaps some hedgehog grog, hedge piggly swiggly, and pig Newtons. What's that you say? Elderberry pie. Oh, darn, he was bringing that here, wasn't he? I don't suppose a Piggly Wiggle can get the pie from his backpack, could he? Particularly if his feet are stuck to the floor. Oh, pity. Spirits of the mist and more, restore this man as he was before. So, now my dining delight, do you have what I asked for? Hello there yourself, my favorite friend. Where's my pie? I'm hungry. Any other questions? The floor is the one with the spell on it. You just happen to be stuck with it. There's too little meat on the vile Tiggly Whittle. That's why I like to make my own hedgehog out of something larger. You'll do nicely if you don't hurry and give me my pie. There's a nasty rumor going on about a certain hero who's about to be fricasseed if he doesn't give me my pie. That smells delicious, just the way we like it, fresh from the fire. So, let me think. How should I reward you for such a lovely pie? Well, Kitty, should we just fry him now, or for an entree have green spleen casserole with roast leg of man? Oh, all right, I suppose he did do us a favor. It wouldn't be polite to eat him now. Besides, he may be useful in the future. So what is it that you want as a reward for your lovely pie? I'm waiting for my pie, and you are keeping me from it. Let me see, what do I know? The castle has got some very interesting inhabitants right now. You should visit them sometime when you want an adventure. You've got what you wanted, and I've got what we wanted. Tasty treat, now retreat.
Well, I guess she liked the pie, or you would have taken its place.
You have a strong warning sensation. It is definitely dangerous to be here right now. You slowly fill your flask with the greasy, grimy goo. As you repeat the magic phrase you learned from the Lishi, the bushes on the west spring apart as if by magic. Oh, that's right, it is magic. Every sense tingles with the feeling of danger. The eye sockets of the skulls glow with deadly energy. Even the hut looks hungry.
Hey, if you and Baba got something going on the side that I don't know about... go on in and find out for yourself. If I didn't know you better, I'd be pretty jealous right now. Return of the Red Hot Lovers, eh?
You feel a sense of wariness and more than a little hunger. Baba Yaga speaks out loud.
That's so true. Glue his shoes.
You find your feet stuck again to the floor.
Oh, back so soon, Cookie Face. I hope for your sake you brought us something to eat. After all, there's always room for Hero. Well, it is true that Gru Goo makes a lovely sauce for ice cream sundaes. So what do you want for this, Cookie?
You tell about the gnome and how he wants his humor back.
Humor, is it? You want a sense of humor. I'm not sure the gnome really had a sense of humor, making fun of poor old ogresses. Oh, all right. Take this good humor bar and give it to the gnome. I suppose there is nothing more pathetic than a gnome who can't tell a joke.
You take the good humor bar and put it away.
I've heard that you were brought here by those up at the castle. They weren't too happy when you landed in the Dark One's cave instead of their spell circle. Well, they just didn't realize how powerful the dark influences are. They are keeping a close watch over you now, though. You should go visit the castle someday. You probably wouldn't get in the front door, but there is supposed to be a secret passage from the graveyard to the castle. Now, what besides talk are you interested in having? The Dark One's cave has been around for many years. It seems it was a place of worship for a cult. They wanted to bring a Dark One into this world. Fortunately for this valley, the cult didn't succeed, I'll tell you. The Dark Ones are creatures of another plane of existence. They are incredibly powerful and dangerous. When they enter this world, they bring darkness, madness, and destruction. Don't mess with the Dark One's cave. I'd hate to have to leave this place because you ruined the neighborhood. The Dark One that was worshipped in the cave almost, but not quite, came into this world. It's now trapped in a limbo state between dimensions. However, its magical aura leaches into this world, particularly at night. That's why things are so much more scenic when the sun sets. The dark influences affect spells here, too. Particularly spells which work both in and out of the valley. Crystal ball reception stinks. We're magically cut off from most of the world. The castle folks used a lot of magic trying to get you here. You should be sure to thank them for your visit when you see them. Not too bad. I had wyvern waffles for breakfast, and venom makes a great syrup over waffles. What do you want in return for your little gift? Hero near, out of here.
Oh, back so soon?
You feel a sense of weariness and more than a little hunger. Baba Yaga speaks out loud.
That's so true. Glue his shoes.
You find your feet stuck again to the floor.
Oh, back so soon, Cookie Face. I hope for your sake you brought us something to eat. After all, there's always room for Hero. Oh, I can always use some garlic. It goes with everything. Now I can make some garlic head. So what do you want for this, Cookie?
You ask Baba Yaga about a Dark One ritual.
So, you heard about that, huh? I found it in the hangman's tree some years ago. You're asking for trouble, I hope you know. Using the ritual for any purpose will only bring you grief. It can be used in either one or two ways. Its main purpose is to bring a Dark One across to this world. However, a very powerful wizard could use it to send the Dark One back to its world. You don't qualify as a very powerful wizard as I see it. Still, you want it, you got it.
You put the ritual away in your pack.
I've heard that you were brought here by those up at the castle. They weren't too happy when you landed in the Dark One's cave instead of their spell circle. Well, they just didn't realize how powerful the dark influences are. Hero near, out I hear.
Can I help you out? Which way did you come in?
You feel a sense of weariness and more than a little hunger. Baba Yaga speaks out loud.
That's so true. Glue his shoes.
You find your feet stuck again to the floor.
Oh, back so soon, Cookie Face. I hope for your sake you brought us something to eat. After all, there's always room for Hero. Well, it is true that Gru Goo makes a lovely sauce for ice cream sundaes. So what do you want for this, Cookie?
You ask for a magical spell.
Magic? Let me think. What have I got that won't let you get me? I suppose you want something other than the spell to cause warts.
You nod your head.
Oh, all right. Here's a spell scroll to teach you the hide spell. I use it all the time, as you can plainly see.
You read the scroll. As it vanishes, the spell remains in your memory.
I've heard that you were brought here by those up at the castle. Well, they just didn't realize how powerful the dark influences are. Hero near, out I hear.
Can I help you out? Which way did you come in? Be seeing ya.
The werewolf threat has ended. Since you have found and rescued Igor, I have released our gypsy prisoner. It seems he was not a werewolf after all. All the peasant fears were for nothing.
You say hello to the Burgermeister.
You are a very polite person. Perhaps I should learn some manners from you for dealing with strangers. The gypsy has no doubt returned home to his people. They have an encampment to the east. I will be able to get a real night's sleep for once. I do not have to worry that the prisoner will be harmed or that he will escape now. The people of this town will settle down again. They cried so loudly for blood because they are tired of living so long in the shadow of fear. There is a rumor that perhaps I was mistaken in trying to drive you away from Mordavia, that perhaps you are the hero you claim to be. But you know how rumors are. You cannot always trust what you hear. Take care.
You sneak a tiny taste of the good humor bar. It tastes kind of funny. A voice from behind the door says, "Oops, sorry. Seems I forgot about my burglar alarm. Hope it wasn't too shocking for you." You have just gained the Paladin ability to sense the presence of danger.
Did I tell you about the time there was this guy walking into an inn with this big necrotor following him? He goes up to the innkeeper and asks for some stew to eat. The innkeeper looks nervously at the necrotor and asks the man what his pet will eat. And the guy replies, "Anyone he wants." Not bad, eh?
You hand the gnome the good humor bar.
What's this? You trying the old hot pepper bar on me? Hey, I'm the professional, kid. Don't try this at home. Not on a gnome, anyway. Hey, it looks good, though.
He eats the good humor bar.
Not bad. Pretty good, actually. Hey, I feel funny. I mean, really funny. What was that thing?
You tell the gnome about Baba Yaga and the good humor bar.
Thanks, pal. Guess this yuck's on me. This jester just can't thank you too much. You're my hero, Nero. My main man, Stan. I've seen heroes come and go, and you're certainly one of them. So you got by with a pie, aye? My. Always knew the way to Baba's heart was through her stomach. Probably someone she ate. You know what they say about cannibals? Always having a few friends over for dinner. I am so happy that it reminds me of the time Dimlit the dwarf came across a magic ring in the bazaar in Shapir. He rubbed it, and lo and behold, out comes a genie. "I will grant you 3 wishes," said the genie. "Well, for my first wish, I want a purse that's always filled with gold," says Dimlit. "So shall it be done," said the genie. There before Dimlit appeared a purse. He turned it over, and a pile of gold spilled out on the desert sand. Again and again he turned it over, and more gold covered the ground. "Master, you do have 2 more wishes left," said the genie. "Oh, that's right," said the dwarf. "Well, give me 2 more of these." Let me tell you, I'm every bit as happy as Dimlit was. You know what they say about humor? If you don't got it, you won't get it. And if you don't get it, I'm sure someone will try to explain it at great length. A flying rumor never has any trouble making a landing. I heard that the shopkeeper's husband left her because she was such a scold. She was a person who was quick on the floor. When she wanted his opinion, she gave it to him. Do you know why gnome jokes are so short? So that they won't go over the dwarves' heads. There's no point in telling a dwarf a joke with a double meaning. He won't get either one. Judging from the expression, "what you don't know can't hurt you," dwarves are practically invulnerable. Of course, far be it from me to say that all dwarves are just plain dumb. Most are pretty greedy, too. Dwarves get their money the horde way. They won't even spend the time of day. Dwarfs don't care how people treat them, as long as they do. Of course you know what you got when the singing dragon fell into the dwarf mine. A flat miner. And on that note, let's change the subject. Well, now that I'm back in the funny business, it's one more show and I'm back on the road. I'm gonna show these yokels that he who laughs last just didn't get it. Some people spread happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. Fortunately, you are the former. If you was the latter, you'd probably have a few rungs missing. Before you blow, Joe, I figure I owe you one. I'm gonna let you in on a secret only we gnomes know. I'm gonna tell you the ultimate joke. Don't wince, Vince. This is straight, mate. You tell this one, and whoever hears it is gonna laugh. Really laugh. Can't help it, can't stop it kind of laugh. Only works once, and should only be used in last resorts, Mort. It's the last laugh, so to speak. The best jest to the west. Yours for the telling.
The gnome tells you a rather silly joke. You find yourself laughing despite yourself.
See what I mean, Gene? Tell this joke to a big bad dude that's out to do you in, then exit while he's laughing. Use it or lose it. Bye-bye, birdie!